Majella. Welcome to Marketing in Asia. And this is Komal. How are you doing today?
I'm very good. Very nice to meet you, Kamal, and thank you for very much for having me.
Same here, same here. And I must say, you have a beautiful face. And, I'm sure our readers, will like to read all about you up till the end, right?
Thank you. It's a light. I've got a very special light here that helps. But
Nice,
thank
nice.
you.
Yeah. So let me introduce you to our readers. So to all our readers and audience, we today we have Majela. She is a marketing director at Redency, and she is having a several years of international experience in the field of B2B SaaS, branding, lead generation, marketing, and business growth at senior level. Oh my God, Majela, how can you do all these stuff, and still you look so fresh? We definitely, we all definitely wanted to know the secret of it. And, before starting our, Mother's Day event, and, what we wanted to know is how old are your kids?
My children are 8 and 6. So yeah, my daughter's 8 and my son is 6. And I am 35, so almost 36. So that's that tells you. Yeah, I guess you can work back from there.
Wow, wow. It doesn't look like, you are still like a college girl because,
Thank you.
the brightness and the beautiful you are. So good to know that. Good to know that. So Majela, the Mother's Day is around the corner, and I was reading about you on the social media, and I have I was so impressed, by the things, all the things you have achieved, and your company is also doing very good. Lot of awards and everything. I was going through all that stuff. So, before starting all these things, um, I wanted to understand, what is the, favorite thing about being a mother?
Yes, my favorite thing about being a mum, I think there's a lot. I generally think that children change your life considerably. And I think, yeah, I think the best thing about being a mother is the way that I've changed and the joy that they bring to my life, right? So it's really, I mean, my children are a little bit older now, so life got a little bit easier, I would say, in the last few years. But my children, they give me a different perspective of life, and this is one of the biggest things that changed for me. Really to see life past myself, a generation and my children that hopefully will live much longer than me. So this changed my mindset quite a lot. But the other thing that I love the most is really the joy that they bring. So I know that there's a lot of screaming and crying and complaining that can go on in the meantime. But generally, my children, I can be completely overwhelmed by work, and I come home and my kids, they don't mind how the presentation I held went. They don't mind if I lost a sale. They don't mind, they don't know. They just love me for me. And they always hit me with this joy. And it brings me back to the center, I guess, of life. And that's something that I really love.
Majela, you rightly said, whenever you come from outside and you see your kids, the happiness they carry, so, all stress, all everything goes down by looking at the happy faces, and that what's motivate us for the next day, right?
Yes.
So, while taking care of your kids, a lot of things, the lessons you teach your kids, lot of lessons, we teach on day-to-day basis. They should be do good behavior, they should be good with others. So what important lesson, you want to teach your kid?
Yeah, so that's something that's very, I think, evident for me as my children grew up. For me, it's very important that they have an open mind, and so that they know that anything is possible. And this is quite cliche. I mean, that's a very commonly used saying, but as you said, it's really something that you have to show them. in everyday life, right? So that's one of the biggest things, so that anything is possible. You can be who you want to be. You can, there's anything you want to do, that they can do it, no matter, you know, yeah, what's going on. And the other thing is to be kind. Again, something that's that's something that they see. So you have to always remember that your children are watching you, and that they take in everything that you do. They remember everything that you say, and they won't let you forget it. That they remind you. So I think, yeah, to be kind to others, like both in your like immediate family, friends, but also to strangers as well. So that's my things that I would like to pass on to them.
Yeah, yeah, truly said. I think kids nowadays are very smarter. When we were kids, we were not that smart. This generation is getting smarter day by day, because because what I've observed in my case is, if I do something good, with the people, and my kids coming to me, yeah, mom, you're very kind. You help him or her. You're very kind. We should be like that, right? So I think,
Yes.
right, the current generation is superb observant. So yeah, I think this is very good thing. You just have pitched in. So while teaching them a lot of new lessons into life, there's a lot of challenges. You might be facing in your balancing your personal and professional thing. So the biggest challenge as a mom you have faced as of now.
Yeah, another big one that's very clear to me. So I think one of my most challenging things as a mom was society's expectations and handling everybody else's opinion about things. So I think this starts really from the very beginning. In pregnancy, everybody has an opinion about things, and there's so much information out there, and there's ways you should do things, ways you shouldn't do things. And I'm lucky to have enough to have lived in two cultures, two quite different cultures. One a more traditional culture, and one not so traditional. And I think societal expectations was something that I saw very clearly quite different in the two. And things about, should you work, should you not work, is this good for your children, is it not, should your children be sleeping through the night, yes they should, no, all of these things that come at you. And I think it's great to listen to them, but in the end, my lesson that I had to learn was to do the things that are best for me and my children, and that may not look the same as what society may expect. That may look different, and I think becoming okay with yourself and knowing that that's the best for you, and your children at that time, was something that I really had to learn. And it was not easy to always have all of these opinions and expectations everywhere.
True. So, like we are talking about, you have faced a lot of challenges about society and all that stuff. So you might be, talking to your mom, right? What you are thinking, what you are going through. So what was the best advice from your mom at that point of time you got it?
Yeah, so I think the best advice from my mum was something that she told me. I don't remember, but it always stuck in my mind. And it was a very simple piece of advice. She said, yeah, always have a plan, but know that your plans probably won't go to plan.
Planning
And
and
to
family, something like
Yes,
that, right?
exactly. And you might end up, somewhere completely different to what you expected. And I can, after my 36 years, I can say that's, or almost 36 years, I can say that's true. But I think the other thing about my mom that it's not, again, similar to how we were talking before, it's not so much the advice that she gives me, but it's also the way that she is in life. And I think one of the things that I love about my mum the most is that how she is in difficult situations, right? When times are really tough, or when crisis hits one of her children, or a tragedy comes, it's my mum that really is there, showing us how to handle the situation. And she's pretty strong and she's pretty resilient. And in these moments, we all kind of, when we don't know what to do, when we're stuck in a difficult time or a challenging time, my mum's there and she's showing us, really every day, come on, it's going to be okay. This is, really motivating us again, and giving us hope. And that's something that, will always stick with me about my mum. I hope that I can do the same as I get older. But that's probably the best advice my mum shows me, I guess.
Yeah, so I think we all feel that our mom are a pillar for us, and whenever we are sad, we just get hold of it, bang, or hug it. Yeah, so they are a strong pillar, for us. And you know, one question is coming into my mind again and again. You are going into, you go to office, you have professional life, personal life, and you face society. You have kids to take care of. How do you take care of yourself, uh, in terms of health, in terms of your positive, because from the time we are connected
Mm-hmm.
over a call, I can feel a very positive, energy, positive vibe over a screen right from you. So how do you take care of yourself? How you make yourself a very positive person?
Uh, the truthful answer is I'm still working on it. So I'm still learning how to do this. And I think I became very good at things like, taking a bath, and trying to do a little bit of sport, or to go for a walk, just to have, some time away for myself, right? To have that time away. But I think also keeping friends, connected with friends, is very important for me. So just no matter how busy it is, to give your friends a call, and talk to them. And I think taking care of yourself also means like having things that you like to do personally, that make you feel good, that fill up your soul in the right way. And these might be things that can disappear when your children are really little, right? When they're babies, it's something that you have to work very hard to, or at least I had to work very hard to get back. And so yes, it's definitely a work in progress. I'm not perfect at taking good care of myself, but I'm trying to get better at it, because it is actually very important that we take care of ourselves, because if we're in a good way, then our children will be in a good way, right? And that's something that I've also learned along the way as well.
True, true, true. So I think you follow a mantra. It's like be positive, so your energy will be positive around you. Your kids will be, take everything positively into them. Yeah,
Yes, yes.
that's great. Yeah, and also I'm so sorry I'm bothering you with a lot of questions. Because because what, this question is one of my favorite question. I ask everyone. Mother's Day is coming soon. And the good part is it's on Sunday.
Yes, it is.
It's our day. It's our day.
It's
No
our day.
laptops, no screen time, nothing. Be yourself. So, what are your plans? For this Mother's Day, how you are planning to celebrate it?
Yes, well, I'm actually up visiting my brother and his family as well, so we will have a Mother's Day together. But I can tell you that my kids are really excited. So with Mother's Day, they usually prepare something at school, and it's a very big secret. So I'm not allowed to know what it is. And then usually on Mother's Day in the morning, we might do a breakfast or something. But the first thing is that they bring me whatever they've made at school, which just is some nice drawings, or a nice frame or something. This is definitely probably my favorite part of the day, because they are just so excited to my daughter's been talking already about for it about a week, that I'm not allowed to, mum's not allowed to hear. So this is one of my favorite things. And I think usually it's just a day. We don't do too many special things. So if my mum is nearby, of course we'd celebrate with her, and maybe do something, go for a nice walk or go to the park. But generally just to enjoy being around the kids, like you said, no laptop, no phone, just to enjoy them.
Yeah. Awesome, awesome, Angela. After talking to you, what I have I have taken a lot of things, taken, you said takeaways, the
Yeah.
pointers. And I believe, yeah, the main thing which you were focusing again and again is a positive vibes. And what your mom also, told you, like plan A, plan B should be there. I think that's a great suggestion, because we are like, okay, we are thinking this plan A, it is perfect, there is nothing beyond that. But yeah, plan B also should be there. And you are very good mother to your kids. You are teaching them to be kind, to be patient. And it was,
Trying.
yeah. Yeah, and Majella, it was lovely talking to you, and I'm so thankful. You have taken out time from your busy schedule. You're traveling, and you are still here with me. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome, and it's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and you have a good day, and we'll catch up soon.
Thank you. We will do. See you soon.
Yeah, happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you too.
Okay,
Thank
thank you
you.
so much. Let me